Welcome, boys and girls, to the class, to the kinder class of 2020. Welcome. It's good to see all of you. I want to also say welcome to all the administration, the principal, the staff, the teachers, the relatives, the friends, the neighbors, the brothers and sisters of the boys and girls. I'm so glad to have you this year. It's been such a joy. It's good to see your smiles, your excitement in learning, your friendships, your words, to see how much you're learning. It's such a pleasure. I want to impart some words to you before you go on to summer and to first grade. Some of you, now the things I'm going to say might be hard for you to understand, but hopefully your parents can explain a little bit to you. And over the years, since I'm going to upload to YouTube video, you will understand more and more. Just every once in a while, come back to the YouTube video to explain this to you, and you'll understand more. Okay? So to answer this question, what do you want to do when you grow up? Some of you said, I want to be a mom, stay-at-home mom, just like my mommy. That's very good. That's wonderful. And some of you say, I want to be a teacher. That's very good. That's wonderful. Some of you say, I want to be a farmer. That's wonderful. That's great. Some of you, quite a lot of you, actually at least 4 of you or 5 of you want to be a medical doctor. So I'm going to use the medical doctor as an example, and the other people who wants to be somebody else, you can still learn the principles of what I'm going to use as an example, the principles. So, to become a doctor, I want to show you how you can become a doctor and become a doctor for pretty sure. I'm going to draw from 2 books. One is called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Dr. Stephen Covey, and the other book is called The Compound Effect by Darrell Hardy. These 2 books can be summarized in the following. You need to begin with the end in mind. And then you got to have a vision of your life. Then you got to have a mission of your life, what you want to accomplish. And then you got to break your mission into 3 types of goals: short term, intermediate term, and long-term goals. Then you got to publish your goals so that you're held accountable, and you did that. You said you want to be a medical doctor when you grow up. You want to be a teacher when you grow up. You want to be a farmer when you grow up. So you are held accountable. That means people know what your goal is, and they will ask you, how are you doing with your working toward to become a doctor? How are you doing working up to become a teacher? How are you doing working to becoming a farmer? So you are held accountable to what you said. And then you got to monitor and adjust and track your progress. Check whether you are preparing yourself to become a doctor. I'm going to use a doctor now because that's the example I'm going to use. Then you got to monitor and adjust. And above all, you have to have a revelation and realization that what you do on a daily basis, if done over time and practiced over time, it will result in a compound effect. So to apply these principles from these 2 books into this journey to become a medical doctor, so you begin with the end in mind. A medical doctor. Okay? Now, then you got to have a vision of yourself being a doctor. If you're a surgeon, you have a picture in your mind that you're cutting people up, and then you're stitching them up, you're fixing heart valves, and you're basically making them well again. Or if you're a pediatrician, you're talking to little kids, you're checking their tongue and the temperature, and you're asking questions, and you're talking to their parents, and you're giving advice how they can become better, or you're writing prescriptions. All right, so then you got to have, that's your vision. Then you got to have a mission. What kind of mission do you want to do? I want to contribute. I want to be a doctor so I can help the little kids. I can help kids to become better. I can help people that are sick to become better. I can help people with heart problems to have the valves, the hearts get better. So that's your mission. Then you got to have long-term goals, break your mission into long-term goals, intermediate goals, and short-term goals. So your long-term goal would be do well and get into medical school to become a doctor. That's internship. That's 25 to 29 years from now. And then you got to do well in medical school. That's 4 years of medical school. Then you got to do well in your 4-year college for your bachelor's degree. That means you got to do well in math, science, reading and speaking and writing. Now you got to do well also to go backwards. You got to do well in high school. Again, in math, reading, speaking, writing, science, and so on. 4 years. Now you come to somewhat of an intermediate goals now. You got to do well in middle school, in math, reading, science, reading, writing, and speaking. 3 years. Elementary school. You got to do well in first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, in math, science, reading, speaking, and writing. And your short-term goal is now the summer. About 4 or 5, you are doing well. You are at grade level or above. But if you don't do your math and science daily, even if you are ahead of the game, after 3 months, if you slack off, you may be behind when you get first grade. If you're behind when you're first grade, it's going to be hard for you to get into internship, get into medical school, get into college, get into high school, get into middle school, go on to 5th grade, 4th grade, 3rd grade, and so on. So you got to really work, do your math and reading every day in the summer. Same way, if a lot of you are behind already, and you're not ahead of the game. So unless you do work in math and reading and writing daily in the summer, you can go to iReady in math and reading. You can go to RazKids for reading and then respond in the writing journal for writing. You can also watch some of my videos that I've uploaded in YouTube. I have done a lot of real-outs and shared reading and blending. You go through it, and I may also upload some more in the summer, so that I plan to upload some more for elementary school, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade. All right? So you could look at that, and you can also look at other videos in YouTube. Everything is out there in YouTube. If anything you need to learn under the sun, it's all there. Your parents can help you. So you got to do well every day. You got to do your math and reading, especially those 2 areas for your short-term goal. If you do that, you won't be behind at 1st grade. And then for sure, if you do well in 1st grade, you will go on in 2nd grade, but you don't want to be behind at the early stage. That's what I have to you. With that, I want to send you off with a great appreciation, and I want to congratulate you from going through this journey with me in kindergarten, both live and virtually, long distance learning. And I thank you, and I appreciate all that you are and all that you have done. We'll see you next year.